September 11th, 2001 dawned like any other Tuesday. Across the United States, people headed to work, children went to school, and the familiar rhythms of daily life unfolded. But this normalcy was shattered, forever etched into history by a series of horrific terrorist attacks. 19 militants associated with the Islamic extremist group Al-Qaeda hijacked 4 commercial airplanes, turning these symbols of modern travel into weapons of mass destruction. The attacks, meticulously planned and ruthlessly executed, targeted symbols of American power and prosperity. The World Trade Center, a towering emblem of global finance in New York City, became the first and most devastating target. The Pentagon, the nerve center of the United States military in Arlington, Virginia, was the second target, representing the nation's military might. The final target, though never reached, remains a subject of speculation, but the bravery displayed by passengers and crew aboard that flight ensured that the terrorists did not achieve their ultimate goal. American Airlines Flight 11, a Boeing 767 carrying 76 passengers and 11 crew members, departed Boston's Logan International Airport at 7:59 a.m., bound for Los Angeles. On board were 5 Al-Qaeda hijackers, led by Mohammed Atta, who piloted the plane. At 8:14 a.m., air traffic control received the first indication that something was amiss. The plane's transponder, which transmits its location, was switched off. Minutes later, frantic calls from flight attendants to ground personnel revealed the terrifying reality. The plane had been hijacked. At 8:46 and 40 seconds a.m., Flight 11, traveling at an estimated speed of 466 miles per hour, crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. The impact between the 93rd and 99th floors sent shockwaves through the city and beyond. The world watched in horror as smoke and debris billowed from the gaping hole in the iconic skyscraper. As firefighters and other first responders rushed to the burning North Tower, a second plane, United Airlines Flight 175, was already in the air. This Boeing 767, carrying 51 passengers, departed Boston's Logan Airport at 8:14 a.m. At 8:42 a.m., air traffic controllers lost contact with Flight 175. The plane had been hijacked and veered sharply towards Manhattan. At 9:03 a.m., Flight 175 slammed into the South Tower. This time, the impact was captured on live television. The world watched in disbelief as both towers were engulfed in flames. Section 4, Flight 77 striking the nation's heart. While the world grappled with the unfolding tragedy in New York City, a third hijacked plane, American Airlines Flight 77, was approaching its target, the Pentagon. The Boeing 757, carrying 58 passengers, 6 crew members and 5 hijackers, had departed Washington Dulles International Airport at 8:20 a.m., headed for Los Angeles. At 8:50 a.m., communication with Flight 77 was lost. Under the control of hijacker pilot Hani Hanjour, the plane executed a 330-degree turn, descending rapidly towards Washington, D.C. At 9:37 and 46 seconds a.m., Flight 77 crashed into the west side of the Pentagon. The impact, which occurred at ground level, caused a massive explosion and fire, instantly killing everyone on board the plane and 125 people inside the building. The attack on the Pentagon, the headquarters of the United States Department of Defense, represented a direct assault on the nation's military might. Section 5. Flight 93. Ordinary heroes, extraordinary courage. United Airlines Flight 93 took off from Newark at 8:42 a.m., bound for San Francisco. On board were 33 passengers, 7 crew members, and 4 hijackers. The hijacking occurred after the crashes in New York City and at the Pentagon. Passengers and crew learned of the other attacks and realized their fate. At 9:28 a.m., hijackers stormed the cockpit. Passengers and flight attendants made the courageous decision to fight back. At 10:03 a.m., Flight 93 crashed into a field near Shanksville. Their bravery prevented the plane from reaching its intended target. Section 6, Legacy of Loss, Echoes of Unity. The 9/11 attacks resulted in the deaths of 2,977 people from over 90 countries. The attacks had a profound impact on the United States and the world. In the aftermath, the United States launched the War on Terror, invading Afghanistan. We remember the victims, honor the heroes, and strive for a world without such acts of hatred. The legacy of 9/11 is one of resilience, unity, and the enduring spirit of humanity.